All right, welcome back. So a couple little home projects here to update you on. In, I guess it was like August or so, September, we decided to add a screened in porch here. So, flip it around. So here you go. That's the door from the garage that I just showed you. So if you come through here, this is kind of what it looks like. A little step down, but we absolutely love this. So obviously, big TV, got the sound system out here. We did like gray rafters, vaulted ceiling type thing just to make it feel a little more like the inside. Obviously raised it up a little bit. The complication that we had was the roof lines, and I'll show you that just here in a second. But got a little dining area, we eat dinner out here. It's a little cooler now, but it's been nice this week actually for Christmas. So anyway, and then nice little like living room, sitting area. So this one swivels and rocks. That's a couch. Obviously still decorated for Christmas, and I just blew out the leaves. And then this boy, woo, look at this. That's mine, a little recliner action. But anyway, so if you go back to the garage videos, you'll remember me talking a little bit about like the roof lines and the overlapping this, that, and the other. So this wall used to kind of cut in and then come back out and then go back. And we just flattened it and put a new retaining wall in there so that we could kind of square this room off. So this is about 21, 22, something like that, by 22. But it ties in nicely. I think it looks pretty original to, you know, what we had here. But we love this space now. All those chairs were so Murphy wouldn't run through the screens, which happened twice actually. So, but it's been nice because this garage then kind of just flows in here. It's a different roof line and stuff. So, you know, initially I thought we'd bring it out on a 45. Then I thought we'd parallel that one. And then we were like, oh, let's parallel this one. And so you can kind of see over here. Actually, I don't know if you can see this. How we kind of got them together there. But there's like a little cricket in there that pushes the water down in between these two. Those skylights were the biggest problem. The positioning of the skylights was the issue for lining this stuff up. But overall, really, really happy with how this turned out. But of course, just like every project, it now makes me think that we need to do something different back here to maximize more of the use or usable space back here. So let me run you through what we're kind of thinking. So let's zoom you back out. So as much as we love using this patio for, you know, again, another table, 6 chairs there, 4 in there, 8 in there, 10 in there. We've got plenty of room for entertaining here. But I'm more of a, if it's not a right angle, it's a wrong angle. And I don't even know what, this isn't even a circle. I think I've got some drone footage I'll insert here, but this is like a weird parabola looking, it's not the right, here's not right. Anyway, it's a mess, but this is how it was when we bought it. I'm thinking we'd take this straight across, maybe put another column in about where that umbrella is, take those 2 trees down. That's 3 trees. And then add more concrete here so that we have like a little dining area here. Take that here on this level and then just extend this retaining wall out and have like steps, kind of like this, but just there. That way this is all usable. And further out probably, because I feel like this is just a wasted space. And so we got a drain here, gotta go to there, gotta go to there on the end. But this is just no man's land. And this was all like that river rock and pea gravel before. That's some leftover stone. So we have like enough to build one of these if we really wanted to. And of course we could disassemble some of this and reuse it, but just to match up, you know, the other stuff. But I don't know. And then we are definitely like 100%, this is happening, gonna resod this with emerald zoysia like we have in the front. So much easier to manage, requires less water, a lot more efficient, grows slower than this fescue that we have back here. That's just a dump. That's a dump trailer move there. We got to get rid of some junk back here. But I think just like concrete out here and then square it off, you know, right at the end of the house maybe, and bring it across. I don't know. We'll see if that part goes through, but we are 100% unequivocally going to resod this yard, because you can see when we did this garage, I kind of pulled all this back, this dirt, I think I did a video on that as well. But like, look at this line. This is all original, established fescue, good to go. And then this was just weeds. But there's also like a lot of imperfections and a lot of bumpiness. So we're just going to regrade this, keep the sprinklers in, obviously. We'll probably realign some of the sprinklers just a little bit, because this one over here, I think, used to come over the wall. So we don't want to hit all this. But these chairs go back over here once Murphy figures out how to nut run through screens. And I may end up taking that tree down. I don't know, I feel like it's a little pointless right now. We did trim it back for the driveway over there, just so it didn't crack and heave anymore with the root system over there. But I don't know, we'll see. We do have, so regrade this. We do have a new neighbor that's gonna tear this house down and rebuild it. I did plant these trees over here, I think during the summer, if I remember. No, spring. So I put these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, what are those? Emerald green arborvitaes, I think. I planted those in the hopes that it would kind of build up and screen this, because I have no idea where they're putting the house. I think it's going to be about there, maybe a little more forward, I don't know. But regardless, I want a little more screening, at least here. And especially if we move all the, anyway, we'll see. But you're here for the screen and porch, which is what we should be talking about. So, you know, all the same detail as far as the soffits and fascia and same angles and everything, which is really nice. And again, I think it kind of looks like it's always been here, even though it was just added here in 2023. Yeah, really, really happy with it. The same crew that did the garage did this. And I kind of told them I wanted to do all this at once, but it just didn't financially make sense. And we were not quite prepared, thank goodness, at the time to do both. But you got a little door here. To me, that sounds like super nostalgic. We did paint the brick white, which had us thinking, do we paint our entire house white now? Because I love the way this looks. Maybe another project another time, but you got the lighting out here, the speakers, the TV, again, all this nice big rug out here. So it used to reverb a little bit. That's an 84-inch fan, 7 feet wide, which moves quite a bit of air back here during the summer, which is nice. And then this stuff, holy smokes, I had no idea how expensive patio furniture was, but hopefully this lasts forever, because it's like an aluminum frame over this like synthetic wicker stuff. Super comfy though, and really well made. So really happy though with how all this turned out. And initially, just so you guys know, Melissa and I were talking about this, and we were thinking like maybe just bring it out to like the side of the door here, which meant we would have missed out on like all of this space here. So I think we made the right move by extending it like 7 or 8 feet this way, just to get more space. And we weren't even going to come out this far. It was going to come out like maybe to like here. So let me flip you around and show you. All right, so we were thinking like right here there'd be a wall, and then like right, yeah, here there'd be a wall. And that would have been pretty tiny now that we see it like this. So I'm really glad we added a couple extra feet. And I think that's one problem that a lot of people don't think about in designing. Our keeping room and kitchen is a massive space, and then you walk out here and have a teeny tiny little porch. It would have done the job, it would have been functional, but this just adds so much more dynamic, I feel like, to this. And of course we got the porch swing out here, which you could not have done if it were that small. You're probably wondering, why are there 6 chairs to a very small table? 2 of those chairs are not quite right. We're gonna figure that out, but that's normally 4. And we just had 2 extra chairs sent because 2 of them were missing pieces and parts, and I fixed them and got them together. But anyway, so I may have answered one of my own questions from the last video, which is what's one project we're going to work on. It'll be to regrade and put emerald zoysia back here. And then this is TBD, but at least if I do this, I can always add a little bit of grass over here and concrete there, and it won't like destroy all of that. But I don't know, we'll see about that. I don't know, I just feel like, does this make sense? I'm thinking here, right? Run it out to like the end of that wall maybe, and then just concrete all of that. And then that way you've got a nice little entertaining area here, which is not too far from here. But this, let me get the drone up and show you guys what this kind of looks like, and you'll see why it's a disaster. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? So here's the view from inside the kitchen. Yeah, nice. And I like that detail up there. What am I into? I got a new iPhone and it has the USB-C, so can't fly the drone. But regardless, I'll try to give you, and I'm sure I've got a picture of it somewhere. This is just awkward, and I really wish they had just put a new roof on the house instead of doing this. But this was their decision to do before they sold the house to us. I love good hardscaping, but this is not good. And honestly, it's one of the reasons we ended up redoing that wall, because it was just a disaster. Rock was falling off of it. I had a mason come in and fix this whole one up because it was a mess. But okay, so you see my problem here, like one weird radius here, a different weird radius here, and then it's like kind of semicircle here, but not really. I don't know, it's just not ideal. And I feel like if this wall were to come straight across here and then end maybe here and then go straight over, or maybe even the full length of the house, that would just be a better use of space, and then this would just be all yard, and you'd have a couple steps up like you do now, or maybe like one step up to the actual yard, but then it would just be like a big, I mean, it's already big, but big and flat, and just a better use. This is a waste, because you see how small that table and chairs are, and then you got the umbrella here, which is great, but then you got waste and waste, and I like using every single square inch that we can. So anyway, I have to figure out the drone thing, because we do have a lot more content that we will need drone for. But for this year, let's say we're going to take these 3 trees down. We're probably going to take that tree down in the front, that one right there, because it's like the last of the Mohicans up there. That's not my tree. That's not my, actually that may be mine. That one may come down too. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so anyway, those are going to come down, and then we'll resod all this. But of course, we'll do a video on that. So anyway, just a reminder, if you've not yet been, oh, one more thing. In the process of the garage and everything, or the garage and the driveway maybe, I did plant, you can't really see them back there, but there's like 6 or 7 hydrangeas back there. Obviously they're dead right now, or not dead, but like hibernating. Can you even see those? Maybe. But anyway, just a nice pop of color over there in the corner. They're like blue and purplish, so that should be nice. But everything else is going to stay the same. I like having these lower acubas, I think they are, and then the emerald green arborvitaes there. I do need to like complete my cycle there. So like 2, 3, 2, 3. I need to move those 2 to the end and then have 2 more. That's been driving me nuts forever, but I gotta actually do that, and then we get the mailbox and everything else. So we got more home projects coming. But all of that to say, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have not yet subscribed. A lot more home projects obviously coming. And then a couple more car things coming. We got a drive coming up this week. On Saturday as well, we're gonna go up to the Savoy Car Museum, which I've never been to. And has been open for a while, so we'll get a whole drive video on that as well. And then anything else that you guys have questions or comments or want to see some more content on, happy to help, happy to oblige. We have a ton of new content coming, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the little thumbs up here. Would love to hear what the audience is up to here. Would love to hear what you guys have been up to. What projects did you complete this year? What projects do you have coming this year? Whether it's your home or a car or a flip or real estate or whatever you're doing, would just love to hear from you in the comments. And if you have any other opinions or suggestions about what we should do back here, make sure you're following me on Instagram as well at Matt_Lamarsh. I will be updating some regular videos there as well and getting some more input on what we should do back here. I will say there was one moment where we thought about adding a pool, and then I was like, absolutely not. That requires a permit. So anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.